So what have you got next?
Transfiguration.
I thought we had Transfiguration together. Did you change your schedule?
Oh, no, I am. I just, last year I was getting some extra tutoring on top of my regular classes, but the schedule doesn't really work out this year. So, Professor McGonagall agreed to let me sit in with the Ravenclaws and Hufflepuffs for a little bit, you know? When she's got an extra moment during that class, I just sort of sneak in and get a little extra help. So, I'm getting better. I can actually transfigure things on purpose now instead of just whenever my magic decides it wants to turn some shit into something else.
What do you mean on purpose? Do you transfigure things on accident?
Yeah, you know how I say that magic is mostly intent, and that, generally speaking, my magic will do what I want it to do. It's just that how it gets from point A to point B is kind of an issue.
Yeah, sure. Still don't know what it means, but sure.
Yeah, well, me and transfiguration magic haven't always really gotten along. It's hard for me to visualize something as something else. But that doesn't mean that I can't do it. It's just kind of sporadic when it happens, and sometimes it happens when it's not supposed to. So Professor McGonagall's helping me get a handle on that. Really wanted to jumpstart that before Elvermorty got here, so, yeah.
We're only in our 4th year. You're not going to be perfect at it. Why do you care so much about getting to a certain level by the time Ilvermorny gets here? That doesn't make sense.
Well, because an incident with Transfiguration is what ultimately got me kicked out. So, I just wanted to be better at it. I was already trying to get better at it last year, and I made substantial progress. Like, I can transfigure things on purpose now. It's just the not transfigurating things when I don't mean to is an issue. So I'm trying to fix that. Once I manage to fix that, then I can go back to just doing one class, like everybody else. But for now, I gotta get this shit under control.
Come on, you can't accidentally transfigure things that often. I mean, you gotta be taking the piss here.
Yeah, I got a bad habit of making figurines on accident. I think it's all the anime. I got a whole collection of anime figurines at home. I got a great curio cabinet, and you should see it sometime. No, you shouldn't. You should never come to my house, actually. Because I don't think I've ever seen you dressed like a normal fucking person. You've always got some sort of wizard shit on, even on our casual days. You dress like you're going to a fucking press conference. No shame, no judgment, but I live in a very particular part of the States, and dressing too fancy like might get you Avada Kedavra, Muggle style.
Sorry, hold on. Wait a minute. You're always telling me that muggles aren't that bad, and you shouldn't judge them just because they don't have magic, and there's nothing wrong with them, they're perfectly fine, they're perfectly safe. But then you turn around and you tell me that muggles in America will kill you for dressing a certain way, just because they don't like the way you dress. Those two statements do not correlate. They don't go together. Are British muggles and American muggles different? I mean, what makes American muggles so dangerous? What have they got that British muggles don't?
Yeah, muggles in America, they've got their own version of a wand, so to speak, but it only really performs one spell, and there's no counter curse. And you don't want to be on the receiving end of it, let's just say. And if you showed up looking all Looney Tunes like, they cast first, ask questions later.
I'm still confused how you're defending muggles if you're telling me they're that dangerous.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it's not just muggles. It's... Honestly, it's just the majority of people in America. A good chunk of them. A far too big chunk of them, frankly. But, you know, that Constitution, Let's talk about something else.
The more I learn about your country, the less surprised I am that you decided to go to an entirely different one for your education.
What the hell?
Oh, hey, Adrian!
Hey, Fred, George, how y'all doing?
Hey, how you doing? The particular reason why you're walking around with Malfoy?
Draco is my friend, as a matter of fact. You got a problem with that?
Yeah, considering he's a bit of a bully and a self-important twat. Yeah, and he's not very nice to our younger siblings, in case you haven't noticed.
I will have you know he has grown quite a bit in the last year and a half. Rude.
Adrian, it's not a big deal, it's fine.
No, it's not.
It is. Just drop it, it's okay.
No, it's not.
Look, it's fine, really. My father's kind of awful to theirs, and I haven't been much better to them, or any of the Weasleys. I haven't really had a chance to prove that I'm trying to work on myself, alright? Just don't give them too much grief for it. It's sort of my fault anyways. Huh.